class. Now in this class we are discussing the subject is power system architecture. Okay, so in this subject today we are start a new unit. Okay, so that is unit number 4, modeling of transmission lines. Okay, so in previous unit, okay, so our third unit is transmission line parameters. Okay, so we are seeing what are the transmission line parameters. Those are resistance, inductance, and capacitance. Okay, now in this unit you have to discussing the how you can modeling the transmission line. Okay, so modeling of transmission lines. Okay, before we are going to that modeling of transmission lines, first here we have discussing the transmission lines are categorized as three types. Okay, so here in this unit you have discussing the modeling of transmission lines. Okay, before going to that one, first, okay, so there are first of all there are how many types of transmission lines according to their length. Okay, first you have to know. So the transmission lines are categorized into three types. Those are short transmission line, medium transmission line, long transmission lines. Okay, short transmission lines is nothing but the line length is up to 80 kilometers. Okay, so whenever the length of the line is only up to 80 kilometers, that transmission lines are called as short transmission lines. Whenever the line length is between 80 to 160 kilometers. Okay, whenever the transmission line length is 80 to 160 kilometers, the transmission line will be called as medium transmission line. Next one is about long transmission line. The line length is more than 160 kilometers. Okay, whenever the line length is more than 160 kilometers, at that time the transmission lines are called as long transmission lines. Okay, so the transmission lines are categorized as short transmission lines, medium transmission lines, and long transmission lines. Okay, see, before you are going to that one, you have to discuss some introduction about these transmission lines. Okay, see here, whatever may be the category of transmission line, the main aim is to transfer power from one end to another. So, okay, so so whatever may be, so that is any transmission line, that is either a short transmission line or medium transmission line or long transmission line, any transmission line, our main aim is to transfer the power from one end to another. Like other electrical system, the transmission network also will have some power loss and voltage drop during transmitting power from sending end to receiving end. Okay, so like that another electrical systems, here the transmission network. Okay, so this transmission network is also have some power loss. Okay, so this is also some power loss as well as voltage drop during the transmitting the power from sending end to receiving end. Okay. Hence, performance of transmission line can be determined by its efficiency and voltage regulation. Okay, so compulsory there will be some loss will be occurs. Okay, so at that time to find out that performance. So what is the performance of the transmission lines? That is can be determined by estimating the efficiency and voltage regulation. So what is the formula for efficiency of transmission lines? Power delivered at receiving end to power sent from sending end. Okay. So what is the power? Okay, finally what is the power you have to deliver at the receiving end to power sent from sending end into 100. Okay. So this is the efficiency. So voltage regulation. Okay, so here power sent from sending end minus line loss is equal to power delivered at receiving end. Okay, so to find out the power delivered at receiving end, so at that time you have to power sent from sending end minus losses. Okay, so what are the what is the energy coming from sending end? Okay, so what is the power coming from the sending end is not total energy not delivered at the receiving end. Why? Because some amount of energy will be disappears in the form of losses. Okay, so that's why whenever you have to subtract these line losses from the power sent from the sending end, so at that time here you can get the power delivered at the receiving end. Okay, see here voltage regulation of transmission line is measure of change of receiving end voltage from no load to full load condition. Okay, so what is the voltage regulation of transmission line? So the voltage regulation of transmission line is measure of change of receiving end voltage. Okay, receiving end voltage from no load to full load condition. Okay, so here percentage regulation is equal to no load. So whenever the load, whenever the transmission line, whenever it having no load. Okay, so that means at that time you have to connecting any load to the so at that time no load receiving end voltage minus full load receiving end voltage divided by full load voltage into 100. Okay, so this is the formula for percentage regulation. See here, every transmission line will have three basic electrical parameters. So if you take any, so you know, so in previous unit we have to discuss it. What are the main three basic electrical parameters? The conductors of the line will have resistance, inductance and capacitance. Okay, so every transmission line having these three basic electrical parameters. What are those? Resistance, inductance and capacitance. As the transmission line is a set of conductors being run from one place to another supported by transmission towers. So whenever we have to, as the transmission line is set of conductors, okay, it is a set of conductors being run from one place to another place supported by transmission towers. So we have to see, whenever you have to connecting the transmission line through a towers, in between you have to connect the transmission towers. Okay, the parameters are distributed uniformly along the line. Okay, so the all parameters, resistance, inductance and capacitance are distributed uniformly along the line. Okay, see here, the electric power is transmitted over a transmission line with a speed of light that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So here the electrical power, okay, so here the electrical power transmitted over a transmission line with a speed of light. Okay, so with how much speed the electrical power is transmitted to the light speed. Okay, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. And here the frequency of the power is 50 Hz. Okay, so frequency of the power is also 50 Hz. The wavelength of the voltage and current of the power can be determined by the equation. Okay, so here to find out the wavelength of the voltage and current. Okay, so what is the wavelength of that voltage and current of the power can be determined by the equation F lambda equal to V, where F is the frequency and lambda is the wavelength and V is the speed of the light. Okay, so therefore at the time lambda equal to V by F. So here it is travels with light velocity. What is the light velocity? It is a constant value, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 50. So at that time it becomes 6000 kilometers. Okay, so at that time the wavelength of that power will be a 6000 kilometers. Okay, see here, hence the wavelength of the transmitting power is quite long compared to the generally used line length of transmission line. See here, see 6000 kilometers. Okay, so here you have, whenever you have to transmit the power, so at that time that is AC. So at that time this is a one half positive cycle, one half negative cycle. Okay, up to 3000 kilometers, one half positive cycle. After 3000 kilometers, one half negative cycle. Okay, so this is the voltage distribution of a 50 Hz supply. See here, for this reason, the transmission line with the length less than 160 kilometers, the parameters are assumed to be lumped and not distributed. So we are know that lumped parameters, distributed parameters. Okay, I think you are studying in network subject. Okay, lumped parameters and distributed parameters. Okay, so for this reason, here the transmission line length less than 160 kilometers, the parameters are in a form of lumped. Okay, lumped network. Okay, such lines are known as electrically short transmission lines. Okay, whenever the for less than 160 kilometers, the lines are the parameters are to be lumped. At the time that such lines are known as electrically short transmission lines. These electrically short transmission lines are again categorized as short transmission lines up to 80 kilometers and medium transmission lines length between 80 and 160 kilometers. Okay, so below the 160 kilometers, all the lines are said to be a short transmission lines. Again, these short transmission lines are length up to, these are called short transmission lines, and the length in between 80 to 160 kilometers, and the transmission lines are called as medium transmission lines. See here, the capacitive parameter of transmission line is ignored. Okay, whereas in case of in short transmission lines, okay, the capacitive parameter will be ignored, but in medium transmission lines, capacitance is assumed to be lumped at the middle of the line, or half of the capacitance may be considered to be lumped at each end of the transmission line. Okay, so whenever we have to take the short transmission lines, so at that time in short transmission lines, the capacitive parameter will be ignored. But in case of the medium length line, the capacitance is assumed to be lumped. Okay, lumped at middle of the line. Okay, that is lumped at the middle of the line, or half of the capacitance may be lumped at the each ends of the transmission line. Okay, one half you can take one sending end and another half capacitance you can take at the receiving end. Okay, see here lines with length more than 160 kilometers. Okay, so whenever and the length of the line will be more than 160 kilometers, the parameters are considered to be distributed. Okay, so here the parameters are considered to be distributed parameters over the length. Okay, so this is called long transmission lines. Okay, so at the time the transmission lines are called as the long transmission. Okay, the length greater than 160 kilometers, that means more than 160 kilometers. Okay, so the transmission lines are called as the, so and here at that time the parameters are also distributed, so that parameter that transmission lines are called as long transmission lines. So before we are going to discussing about short transmission lines, medium transmission lines, okay, and long transmission lines, first here we have to discussing about ABCD parameters. Okay, ABCD parameters. See here, a major section of power system engineering deals with the transmission of electrical power from one particular place. Okay, example, one particular place means where you have to generating the electrical power in generating station. Okay, that means from that generating station to another like substation. Okay, to substations or distribution units with maximum efficiency. So what is the major section of the power system engineering is nothing but you have to generate the electrical energy. Where you have to generate the electrical energy in our previous unit, and first and second unit you have to discussing about how you can generate the electrical energy. So like that from the generating station to the another like substations or distribution units with maximum efficiency. That is the our main aim. So it's of substantial importance of power system engineers to be brought through without mathematical modeling. Okay, so to find out, okay, so to find out how much amount of power will be delivered to the from the generating station to the distribute substations, we have to analyze one mathematical model. Okay, see here the entire transmission system can be simplified to a two-port network. Okay, so mm, for our mathematical calculations, okay, here the entire, okay, so the entire transmission system can be simplified to a two-port network for the sake of easier calculations. Okay, so here it is okay, so here the entire power system, okay, entire transmission system can be simplified to a two-port network for the sake of our easy. See here the circuit of two-port network. In next slide, you have to see the circuit of two-port network. Okay, as the name suggests, a two-port network consisting of an input port PQ and an output port RS. Okay, that means each port having two terminals to connect itself to the external circuit. Okay, thus it is essentially a two-port or four-terminal circuits. Okay, see that this is one port, this is another port. Okay, so this is a sending end and this is a receiving end. Okay, so that's why this is called two-port network or four-terminal network. So this is the PQ, input port, RS, output port. Okay, and here the sending end voltage is Vs and receiving end voltage will be Vr. See here having supply end voltage Vs. Okay, so this is the supply voltage Vs, supply current Is. Okay, is given to the input port PQ, and there is the receiving end voltage is equal to Vr. Okay, here Vr is the receiving end voltage and IR is a receiving end current. Okay, given to the output port. So this is given to the VR and IR, you can get at the output port RS. Okay, now the ABCD parameters are the transmission line parameters provide the link between the supply and receiving end voltages and currents. Okay, so in network subject you have to discussing the parameters, Z parameters, Y parameters, ABCD parameters. So here for analysis of our here for transmission lines, here you have to assume the ABCD parameters. Okay, so for the modeling of the transmission lines, you have to represent here, you have to assume the ABCD parameters. See here, now the ABCD parameters are the transmission line parameters provide the link between the supply and receiving end voltage and current. Okay, so these are the provide a link between supply end and receiving end. Okay, here you have to consider in the circuit elements. Okay, all the circuit elements are to be in linear in nature. Okay, so these all are in linear in nature. See here, that's the relation between sending and receiving end specifications using ABCD parameters is given by the equation. So here Vs equal to A into Vr. A is a coefficient constant plus B into IR. Is, that is the sending end voltage Vs, and sending end current C, Is equal to C into Vr plus D into IR. Okay. So now in order to determine ABCD parameters of a transmission line, let impose the required circuit conditions in different cases. Okay, so to find out, that A value, B value, C value and D value here. Okay, so see here. Now in order to determine the ABCD parameters of a transmission line, let us impose the required circuit conditions in different cases. Okay, so that's why here you can apply the different circuit conditions. So in that one, first here you have ABCD parameters when receiving end is open circuited. Okay, so that means receiving end. Okay, this will be open circuited. So the receiving end is open circuited, meaning receiving end current. So whenever the receiving end will be open, means at that time IR value will be 0. Applying this condition to the equation number 1. So at that time for this equation IR equal to 0. At the time what happened? Whenever IR equal to 0, so this total term is equal to 0. So at that time Vs equal to A into Vr. From that A equal to Vs by Vr at IR equal to 0. Okay, so that means sending end voltage by receiving end voltage. See here, Vs equal to A into Vr plus B into IR. In the place of IR, here you can substitute the 0 value. So at that time here you can get Vs equal to A into Vr. Okay, from that A equal to Vs by Vr, IR value will be 0. At IR 0, you can get the A equal to Vs by IVR. Similarly, thus it is implies that an applying open circuit condition to ABCD parameters, you can get the parameter A as the ratio of sending end voltage to the open circuit receiving end voltage. Okay, since the dimension wise A is the ratio of voltage to voltage. Okay, A is a dimensionless parameter. Okay, so that means here you can get A equal to Vs by Vr. Okay, so that is nothing but sending end voltage by receiving end voltage. Okay, that means voltage to voltage. So whenever you have to take the voltage to voltage, so voltage ki, so for sending end voltage units are volts, and for receiving end voltage units are volts. So at that time volts will be cancelled. So at that time the A will be a dimensionless. Okay, so A is a dimensionless parameter. Next, okay, applying the same open circuit condition to equation number 2. So what is the equation number 2? Is equal to C into Vr plus D into IR. Same, whenever the receiving end circuit will be open circuited, IR equal to 0. So that condition will be applied to the equation number 2 also. So at that time in the place of equation number 2, in the place of IR, here you have to substitute 0. So at that time this total term will become 0. At that time it will become Is equal to C into Vr. From that C equal to Is by Vr at IR equal to 0. So that means the ratio of sending end current to the receiving end voltage, that is nothing but the coefficient C. Okay, see here, thus it implies that an applying open circuit condition to ABCD parameters of transmission line, you get parameter C. So okay, so at that time you can get the parameter C as the ratio of sending end current to the open circuit receiving end voltage. Okay, so at that time here you can get the parameter C will be a sending end current to the open circuited receiving end voltage. Okay, since dimension wise C is the ratio of current to voltage. Okay, its unit is mho. Okay, so that is reverse of resistance. Okay, so that means is nothing but conductance. Okay, the C is the open circuit conductance. Okay, so at that time, so current by voltage is nothing but conductance. That means reverse of resistance. So and is given by C equal to Is by Vr. And the units for the conductance will be mho. That is what first you have to get A and C values whenever receiving end will be open circuited. So now here you have to take in ABCD parameters when receiving end is short circuited. So in previous class you have to assuming the receiving end is open circuited. Now here you can assume the receiving end is short circuited. So whenever the short circuited, at that time the short circuit voltage value will be 0. At that time VR value will be 0. Okay, so at that time, so whenever VR value will be 0, at that time this condition, okay, so at that time this condition is applied for the both equation number 1 and equation number 2. So at that time, see here, receiving end is short circuited, meaning receiving end voltage VR equal to 0. applying this condition to equation number 1. What is the equation number 1? A into VR plus B into IR. Okay, so Vs equal to. So in the place of VR, now here you have to substitute the 0. VR equal to 0. So at that time, Vs equal to A into 0 plus B into IR. Okay, at that time it will becomes Vs equal to B into IR. So at that time you can get B coefficient, B equal to Vs by IR. That means sending end voltage to the receiving end current, where receiving end voltage will be 0. See, similarly, see, same this equation. Okay, so that means thus it implies that an applying short circuit condition to the ABCD parameters, you can get parameter D as the ratio of this is also applying to equation number 2. Okay, VR equal to 0. What happened at that time? Is equal to D equal to IR. That means D equal to Is by IR. So at that time here you can get the Is by IR means sending current by receiving end current. Okay, so at that time D will be also dimensionless, like as A. See here, thus it implies that applying short circuit condition to the, you can get D as the ratio of sending end current to the receiving end current. So that means D is a ratio of current to current. It is also dimensionless parameter. Okay, so the ABCD parameters of the transmission line can be calculated as, okay, so so parameters A equal to Vs by VR. Okay, voltage ratio. Okay, unitless. B equal to Vs by IR. Short circuit resistance. Okay, ohms. C equal to Is by VR. Open circuited conductance. Mho. D equal to Is by IR. Current ratio, unitless. Okay, so what are the parameter specification from the ABCD parameters? You can get A equal to Vs by VR. Okay, voltage ratio. B equal to Vs by IR. Short circuit resistance in ohm. C value will be Is by VR. Open circuit conductance. Mho. D equal to Is by IR. Current ratio, unitless. Okay, that means dimensionless. Okay, so these are the introduction to the transmission line. That means you have to use these ABCD parameters in the performance modeling of the short transmission lines, medium transmission lines and long transmission lines. Okay, that's why here you have to discuss these before going to that one. Here you have to first discussing about the ABCD parameters. Now here you have to go into the short transmission lines. Okay, so what are the what are the short transmission lines? The transmission lines which have length less than 80 kilometers are generally referred as short transmission lines. Okay, the transmission lines. Okay, so the transmission lines which have length less than 80 kilometers. Okay, which have length less than 80 kilometers are known as the short transmission lines. Okay, see here, for short length, the shunt for short length, the shunt capacitance of this type of line is neglected. So in introduction, we have to discussing, okay, the capacitance value will be neglected for the short transmission line. Okay, so for short length, the shunt capacitance of this type of line is neglected, and other parameters like resistance and inductance of these short lines are lumped, and hence equivalent circuit is represented as given. Okay, so here for short transmission lines, the shunt capacitance of the line will be neglected, but other parameters, what are the other parameters? Resistance and inductance are the lumped. Okay, see here, this is the short transmission line, equivalent circuit of a short transmission line. Resistance, okay, it is a combination of a resistance and inductance. Here there is a no capacitance. Okay, so this is a form of R plus Jx. This is a sending end and this is a receiving end. Vs means sending end voltage and Is means sending end current. Okay, and VR means receiving end voltage and IR means receiving end current. Okay. See here, let's draw the vector diagram for this equivalent circuit, taking receiving end current IR as reference. See here, you have to take a reference, receiving end current IR as the reference. Okay, so at that time, the sending end and receiving end voltage makes an angle with that reference receiving end current of phi s and phi r respectively. So at that time, the voltages Vs will make the angle phi s, and that means the sending end voltage. Okay, so the sending end voltage will make the angle phi s, and the receiving end voltage VR makes the angle phi r. Okay, so this is the voltage drop IR into R. This is the IR into JX. Okay, so this is the phasor diagram for the short transmission line. See here, as the shunt capacitance of the line is neglected, hence sending current is and receiving end current is the same. So whenever, so here there will be a no shunt capacitance. So at that time, whenever you have to neglect the shunt capacitance of the line, so at that time here the sending end and receiving end current will be same. That is IS equal to IR. Okay, IS is equal to IR. Same current will flow through the sending end to the receiving end. Now you observe vector diagram carefully. You will get Vs is approximately equal to. So here from the vector diagram Vs value, Vs means sending end voltage. So approximately equal to IR into R into cos phi r. Okay, so that means from the whenever you have to take this triangle, okay, from that whenever you have to apply the cos phi r, so at that time you can get the Vs. So VR plus IR into R cos phi r plus IR into X psi phi r. Okay, that means Vs is approximately equal to VR plus IR into R cos phi r plus IR into X sin phi r. As it is assumed that here sending end angle is approximately equal to the receiving end angle. Okay, so that means phi s is approximately equal to phi r. As there is no capacitance during no load condition, the current through the line is considered as 0. So whenever here there will be a no capacitance. So whenever there will be a no capacitance, so during the no load conditions. Okay, so during the no load conditions, the current through the line is considered as 0. Hence, at no load condition, receiving end voltage is same as the sending end voltage. So that's why at no load condition, here the sending end voltage. Okay, here the sending end voltage will be same as the receiving end voltage as per definition of voltage regulation. Okay, see here, percentage voltage regulation. Vs minus VR by VR. Okay, into 100. Okay, Vs means IR into capital phi minus of minus IR into X sin phi r. Okay, so this will be a minus value, minus of minus plus divided by VR. So per unit regulation, so that means, so here you have to split phi r IR. Okay, so this will be total. But here, see here VR and Vx are the per unit resistance and reactance of the short transmission line. Okay, so here this total term here you can assume the VR, and here this total term you can assume Vx. VR, Vx. Why you can assume that one here you have to discuss. So here VR and Vx are the per unit resistance and reactance of the transmission line. Okay, any electrical network generally has two input terminals and two output terminals. Okay, if you have considered any complex electrical network in a black box, it will have two input terminals and output terminals. This network called two-port network. Two-port model of network simplifies by a networking solving two equations. Okay, so that means you have to previously you have to discuss. Okay, here the two-port. So here the transmission lines are mathematically expressed by using the two-port networks. Okay, so here see mathematically a two-port network can be solved by 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so here and so here two-port network can be solved by 2 by 2 matrix. See here, a transmission line is also an electrical network can be represented by two-port network. Hence, two-port network of transmission line can be represented as the concept of ABCD parameters come voltage and currents of the network represented as. Okay, so according to the ABCD parameters, Vs equal to A into VR plus B into IR. Is equal to C into VR plus D into IR, where A comma B comma C comma D are the different constants of the network. Okay, if you put IR equal to 0, you get hence you can get the A value. Okay, so you have to see IR equal to 0. At that time you can get a voltage is in voltage value A. VR equal to 0. VR equal to 0. At that time from this equation you can get B value. B equal to IS by VR. VR. This indicates impedance of the transmission line when the receiving end terminals are short circuited. So whenever you have to short circuit the receiving end, at that time you can get the impedance value. This parameter is referred as a transfer impedance. Okay. So C value, at that time C value will become IS by VR at IR equal to 0. That means C is the current impresses in current in amperes into the sending end per volt open circuit or receiving end. Okay, this will be getted when open circuited. IR equal to 0 means open circuited. It has the dimension of admittance. Okay, so IS by VR is nothing but admittance. Okay, reverse of resistance. Okay, so D means VR equal to 0. D value will be IS by IR. Okay, so D is the current in amperes into the sending end per amperes short circuited receiving end. So current to current. Okay, that's why it is a dimensionless. Okay, so now from the equivalent circuit is found that Vs equal to. So here you can get Vs equal to VR plus IR into Z. Okay, so Vs equal to VR plus IR into Z. Okay, so VR means receiving end voltage plus impedance R plus J. So total receiving sending end is equal to receiving end voltage plus voltage drop across the impedance. That means R plus Jx component. That current will be IR and Is equal to IR. Okay. Comparing these two equation with equation number 1 and 2 get. Okay. So at that time, so whenever you have to, so that means sending end voltage and receiving end voltage equations you can write. Okay. Sending end voltage means, see here, sending end voltage Vs equal to VR. Okay. Plus this voltage drop across this one. But here in short transmission line, Is equal to IR. Okay, Vs value note, you have to note Vs equation, Is equation. By comparing this one with, this is the equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Whenever you have to comparing with the ABCD parameter equation, so A value will be in the place of A 1, in the place of B Z, in the place of C here there is no C component 0 and in place of D 1. Okay. As you know that constants A, B, C, D are related for the passive network as A equal to 1, B equal to Z, C equal to 0 and D equal to 1. So whenever you have to write AD minus BC, AD minus BC, okay, equal to 1. Okay. At that time, A value will be 1, D value will be 1, B value will be Z, C value will be 0. That is equal to 1. Okay, so ADBC is equal to ADBC equal to 1. How you can get 1 means, so from this equation. Okay, so the values calculated are correct for short transmission line. Okay, from the above equation you can write Vs equal to A into VR plus B into IR. When IR equal to 0, that means receiving end terminals are open circuited and then form from the you can get the receiving end voltage at no load. Okay. So that means A equal to Vs by VR. Okay, from that you can write VR equal to Vs by A. So as per the definition of voltage regulation. Okay, so from this you have to find out the voltage regulation. Okay, voltage regulation is what? Vs by A. That means no load to full load. At full load you can get VR. No load. So no load means open circuited. Okay, that's why here you can get VR equal to at open circuited you can get VR equal to Vs by A. So that's why here no load or receiving end voltage you have to write Vs by A minus full load receiving end voltage by full load receiving voltage into 100. Okay, by using this formula you can find out the percentage voltage regulation of the short transmission line. And how you can find out the efficiency. Efficiency of the short transmission lines means the efficiency of the short line as simplify as efficiency of the equation of any other electrical component. That means, see here, power received at receiving end to power delivered at sending end. Okay, into 100. So if suppose power delivered at sending end, how you can get means power receiving at receiving end plus losses. What are the losses? I square R losses. 3 I square R losses. If suppose you have to take the three phase transfer, that's why here you can write the 3 I square R losses into 100. Okay, so by using this formula you can find out the efficiency of the short transmission line. Okay, so In this class, here we have to discussing about the modeling of the transmission lines. Okay, before you are going to the modeling of the transmission lines, here the transmission lines are classified into three types. Those are what are those? Short transmission lines, medium transmission lines, long transmission lines. Okay, first in this class we are discussing about the short transmission lines. In next class we are discussing about the medium transmission lines and long transmission lines. Okay, thank you. All of you please subscribe this unit.